Hey all, Krozok here. Welcome back to the final week of Krozok Collects Collector's Bounty Edition. We're going to get right into it. There are spoilers for the other videos if you haven't seen them. If you've been keeping up with week 3's video, we unlocked a bonus list of mounts to collect. I want to go over the restrictions on each of these mounts real quick before we continue this video. The Mythic Dungeon mounts, highlighted in green, are limited to one run per character per week. Whereas these mounts, highlighted in orange, are runnable up to 10 times an hour. Lastly, the Reigns of the Blue Proto-Drake can be run once per day per character. Here's a quick recap of what we are still missing from the original list. From the original raid mounts list, we have 11 out of 16 mounts. We're currently still missing the Reigns of the Blazing Drake and the Lifebinder's Handmaiden, both from Deathwing in Dragon Soul, normal mode, and heroic mode. We're also still missing the Nyalotha Allseer from Nyalotha on Mythic, the Sanctum Gloom Charger's Reigns on any difficulty of Sanctum of Domination, normal, heroic, and mythic. And to cap it off, we are missing the Fractal Cipher of the Zenith Overseer from Mythic, Sepulchre of the First Ones. Additional items we can get during this event are Tashlak and the Scythe of the Unmaker from Mythic Argus. We can get the Hammer of Vigilance from Mythic Tomb of Sargeras. We can get the First Satyr's Shoulder Pads from Mythic Emerald Nightmare. We can get the Pauldrons of Zakul from Mythic The Eternal Palace. And then we can get the 2 toys off Vix, the Chest of Tricks, as well as the Unstable Portal Emitter. Something to note, we can run that every single day on every single one of our characters. And the last item we can get is the Flames of Fury. Specifically, only my Volparen characters can get this, so I can only do this once per week, per difficulty. So I can do it on Heroic and on normal, 25-man. Starting off this week's strategy, we have my Rat Volpera over at Firelands to try and get the Firelands Volpera only toy. This will be my one and only shot. Technically 2 and only shots at this toy for the rest of the event. The rest of my characters will be starting out at Dragon Soul. We've got Heroic, and then if we have to, we can do normal mode of Dragon Soul to acquire the 2 remaining mounts. So we'll have a total of 52 potential attempts, 26 on each difficulty.
I don't want to make a big issue out of it.
Starting out this week, we're going right into Firelands Heroic 25 and Normal 25. As a reminder, for Firelands, you can do the Elisrazor skip, so the only 2 bosses you have to kill in order to get to Ragnaros are Elisrazor and Ragnaros. Making these runs very quick. They're almost sub 2 minutes each. Because we did not loot the Flames of Fury on that run, we know now that it is impossible to get this piece of loot because I am not making any more Volpera for any reason whatsoever. So, rest in peace on that piece, but let's continue the grind. Jumping into Dragon Soul here, we have almost all of our characters camped at the front entrance to do these runs. They don't take a super long amount of time, but we're going to try our best here and get that amount as soon as possible. Oh, we got one. Let's go. Still got one to go, though. Super stoked that we got the Lifebinder's Handmaiden. This one is the heroic only mount, whereas the Reigns of the Blazing Drake you can get on normal or heroic. Here's some of my thoughts. So I can get this one on normal and heroic, so I guess I'm going to start running normals. I mean, that it makes sense. Just double the chance. I have a feeling, though, that this is going to be one of those mounts that, like, is just not going to drop. Doing normal definitely seems like the play. It would double the amount of runs that we could possibly do from 26 to 52. But little did I know that these mobs here, unlike on heroic, which get 9 stacks when they devour a blood, only get 1 stack, which means you need to kill 9 bloods for them to explode, and for most of my characters, that's just not going to happen. It also increases the amount of time per run exponentially by almost like 5 minutes each run. And when we're talking about 26 different runs, that's over 2 hours of additional time. So we're just going to hope we get it heroic. We get a double whammy on this one. Not only do we get the Blazing Drake, we also get the Emerald Drake, but because we achieved the achievements, look at that left side, fully complete, fully collected. Feels good to be making some progress here. We're done with Dragon Soul. On to more runs. Switching up the strategy now. We're going to use our Dalaran Heartstone on all of our characters to put us in the Legion Dalaran. That way we can go for Mythic Tomb of Sargeras to try and get the Hammer of Vigilance. After Mythic TOS, we're going to use the Path of the Nightmare Lord, acquired by doing a Dark Heart Thicket M+15 back in Legion, in order to teleport all the way up there so we can run Mythic Emerald Nightmare to get the Xavius Shoulders. We'll maximize our time by reusing our Dalaran Heartstones by switching between characters, so when their cooldown is up, we can go back. We'll use the teleporter to Argus in order to do Mythic Agrimar as well as Mythic Argus, using the skip that we have in Taurus. Finally, our characters will be camped at the entrance for the Seat of Triumvirate, that way we can run it each day for the rest of the week. No hammer, but we did just get the 4th quest item, which will allow us to skip straight to this boss, which will be huge time save to try and get the pretty cool transmog that drops from Maiden of Virtue.
Oh no!
I didn't know at the time, but I accidentally trapped myself down here by using Ankh. So we're gonna log on to another character and continue the run. What's coming up next is probably one of the coolest things that has happened to me in my entire WoW playing career, history, whatever you'd like to call it. If you're tabbed out, definitely take a look. Ending night number 22, we're going to finish off with a sinking to the first one's run on my hunter to unlock the skip for future use on future characters.
So many capitals.
Day 23's strat is the same as day 22's. We're going to start with the Dalaran Hearthstone for the Hammer of Vigilance and Tomb of Sargeras. We're going to go to Emerald Nightmare for the first Satyr's shoulder pads. We're going to retake the Hearthstone back to Dalaran to use the teleporter to Argus to get Tashalak and the Scythe of the Endmaker, and then we're going to go to Physics and attempt to get both of his toys. The following runs that you will see are going to be the last runs of the respective raids. We have no more characters to do.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
With a total of 25 attempts on the Hammer of Vigilance, we did not receive this transmog. With Legion Remix just around the corner, this item should be available to purchase with bronze. Just would have been cool to get it now. That way I could spend less time in the future getting it.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Another failure in the books, the first Satyr Spalders will not be something we're getting, but again, because Legion Remix is coming, it will be purchasable later on during that event. Next up are Agrimar and Argus in Antorus. Try and keep up here. Indeed, villain, we have done all we can. There's no more runs that we can do for Argus or for Agrimar because their characters are actually too weak in order to kill them. It's only 23 runs in total. Not to worry though, Legion Remix. We'll get the items eventually. With that, let's slow it back down a little bit and let's do some Stone Core dungeon runs. Stone Core is a nice change of pace. It's a pretty simple dungeon. We can run it up to 10 times an hour. We'll be using our Druid Scapegoat, which is Druid number 1. Druid number 1 is lower geared, which is perfect. I still one-shot every single mob. As you can see here, part of Stone Core is chasing around Millhouse Manastorm, preventing him from doing his Doomcast. To which he will spawn the first boss. A couple key things about Stone Core is you cannot be in combat at any point in time. This will prevent you from using the teleporter at the end of the circuit, which will be shown in just a minute. So it's imperative that you are very clean with your routing as well as killing each individual mob. Here's the boss that drops the mount. And conveniently there's a teleporter to the front of the instance. As long as you are not in combat, you can use it. Much like Stone Core, the Vortex Pinnacle also has a mount that we're chasing after. This dungeon, very simple, just walk in a straightforward line, kill the bosses, try to stay out of combat. This will be done on Druid number 2, which is slightly more geared, but for this dungeon, doesn't really matter at all. Just trying to pick the fastest characters. Stone Core can be ran 10 times on Druid number 1, and then Vortex Pinnacle can be ran 9 times on Druid number 2 per hour because they are on different servers. This was done intentionally to maximize the amount of runs that can be done within an hour. Stone Core and Vortex Pinnacle respectively each only take about a minute. Stone Core is a little bit quicker at around 45 seconds if I'm doing very optimal, and then Vortex Pinnacle being around a minute and 30 seconds if I'm being pretty quick as well. This means I will not have enough time to run 10 Stone Cores and 9 Vortex Pinnacles before the hour is up. So we're going to try and get creative with my time here, take some breaks, do some other raids, but we are going to try and get both of these mounts as fast as possible because we can just grind them out. Conveniently, when we're finished with our Vortex Pinnacle run, we can actually just jump off the cliff, and this will bring us to the entrance of the dungeon, so we can quickly reset and go again. And there we go, adding our second mount to the bonus mount list. Reigns of the Drake of the North Wind. It's good to be done with that dungeon. These ones are definitely taking a toll on me. Back to the stone core here. We're actually going to move it into the corner. That way we can show multiple runs at the same time. Alright, here we go into Upguard. This will be our first of many runs. This dungeon can be done once per day per character. So it's somewhat spammable, but it is a lot of effort to do this dungeon. Most of it's just walking, but each run takes about 5 minutes per character. Some characters being slower, like my Warlock, probably one of the slowest characters because it only has Burning Rush and Lock Gate to go faster. But some characters like the Druid, significantly faster, like a couple minutes faster. But the longest part of this specific dungeon is this right here. The boss we need to kill that drops the mount is currently flying in the air. We need to collect 3 harpoons in order to knock him off his mount and then be able to kill him. The harpooners only spawn every so often, so we actually just have to wait for them. This is at 200 times speed here, but as you can see, that would have taken significantly longer if it wasn't sped up. We'll have to do this on each and every character, and the downtime does really kill how fun this run is. We also have to go all the way out, which means we have to kill the last boss here. That's just a little bit more time. I'm only looting the boss here just to make sure that I do get all the unique loot off of him, so I don't have to do this dungeon as many times when I go back to fully complete it, but then we have to get to the exit. The reason being is so that tomorrow we can run this again if we don't get them out. We can just camp our characters at the entrance. Here's the rest of those runs. With that run of Stuncore, we are done with that for today. So let's get rid of that. And now we wait for the last run of Upguard. On day 24, I came to an incredible realization. Blizzard has this really cool tool that you can use called favorite mounts. By randomly doing a favorite mount coming to the dungeon here, I realized that I had the armored raptor. I also came to the realization that I also have the panther, so we're gonna check those off right now. from the list. I also went and did some research. Currently, the Mythic Plus rotation has Mechagon as a Mythic Plus. Being so, as far as I'm aware at least, you cannot run Mechagon on a Mythic 0 solo unless you have like a very high geared tank, because it's set to the current season's Mythic 0, and there's no way to do the Mythic 0 from the previous seasons. Basically, this mount is unobtainable, so I'm going to mark that off the list as well. Starting off today, number 24 with some Stone Core runs. We woke up pretty early today before work. Just try and get some runs done, see if I can get anything finished. Won't have a lot of time the rest of this week to do runs until like Sunday and Monday, so trying to squeeze in any game time I can when I can.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
And then we have it on run number 45. We've acquired the rings of the Vitreous Stone Drake. We no longer have to grind Stone Core, which means we can spend our time elsewhere. But for now, I have to go to work. So I'll be back later tonight to try and do some more runs. On my way to the seat of the Triumvirate, I ended up getting the Lambent Mana Ray mount. This mount is located in a strange spot. It's close to where you teleport for the dungeon, but it's actually down a hill, so you have to jump off the hill, kill the mount, and then do like a full run back around. Here's the rare mob you need to kill right here. And here is the entrance to the dungeon. So, all in all, nice cool little pickup to add to our collection while we're doing this event. I haven't done the recap for Seat of Triumvirate since week 1, so let's do that again real quick. For this dungeon, it needs to be set on heroic difficulty. Mythic difficulty is currently bugged. You need to kill the first boss. After killing the first boss, if you see the orange line of text here, ah hee hee hee, what a lovely day for me, that means that Vizix has spawned and you're capable of going to the next section of the dungeon and killing him. Otherwise, you just have to run out because he's not going to spawn at all. After some role playing from the two main characters of the newest patch of World of Warcraft, Ilaria Windrunner and the Locust Walker. Shout out to both of them, by the way. This patch is actually really cool. We get to go to the next section. If your character is vastly underleveled and undergeared, you might have troubles with this mob. If you can't kill him in time, he will run away. You can see right here, I actually walk right past him, and I one-shot him. He drops 2 different toys. We didn't get either of them on this attempt, so on to the next one. To note, for this dungeon, I'm only going to show runs where he has spawned. The spawn rate is about 1 in every 20 runs. And then the drop rate for the toys is about a 1 in 5. So statistically, you're looking at like 300-ish runs before you get both toys, which is kind of some bullshit. But we've been doing it, and this is... the second, maybe third time I've seen him. Boom, there it is, the first of 2 toys from this dreaded dungeon. This toy is super cool too. It allows you to transform into him. This will be a staple for when I'm raiding, for sure. Here's the recap of what our toy/transmog acquisition looks like currently. We only have 1 more toy to go, and then a couple tries on the Pauldrons of Zakul. Another chance on the day for some good loot. First, let's get this other room up out of the way. Oh, and look at that. Oh. It's the same item we already got. Yeah, that's the other terrible thing about this spawn, is that he can drop items you've already collected. And guess what? They're unique. You can't trade them. Like, can't give them away, can't sell them on the auction house, you're just hooked. Hashtag get fucked. Day 25 was the Magic the Gathering Edge of Eternity's pre-release, so I was busy both working but also enjoying my time. Next couple days are going to be a little bit light. That way I can go for a real big push on Monday night after work, going into Tuesday morning, before the event is officially over. I did manage to do a couple runs, just as a recap where we're at. I've got a couple characters camped at Physics, just in case I can get some more runs there. I've got a bunch of characters at Upguard. I've got a bunch of characters doing Mythic Plus, and then my Druid is stuck in limbo because I'm not sure what to do with him yet. Here's a couple of the Upguard runs that I did on day 25 before I went to bed. It's day 26. We are at 9:41 a.m. on Saturday, the 26th. We're doing some runs before work here, trying to get them done. I don't think I'll be able to do any runs later tonight after work is over. So, just trying to grind some stuff out before work.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
And there we have it. We've acquired the Reigns of the Blue Proto Drake, which means no more Upguard, which is a huge relief because that's one of the ones that we could potentially fail very quickly, but it's also very time consuming. To note, I also did 26 Physics runs today. I camped all of my characters outside the dungeon. I got 0 spawns. Just another reason why I hate it. I think that's it for today. I have work later and then need to go to bed early because I've got the Fantastic Four movie at 9 a.m. tomorrow on Sunday. Let the summoning montage begin.
bop shoobity doo, 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 bop shoobity doo 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 doo, bop shoobity doo 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 doo, bop shoobity doo, bop shoobity doo, bop shoobity doo 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 doo, bop shoobity doo, bop bop shoobity doo, bop shoobity doo, bop shoobity doo, bop shoobity doo, bop shoobity doo 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 doo, bop shoobity doo.
Biggest shout outs to Stakes and Bell for help summoning all of my characters to the raid entrance. For those that are not aware, getting to this raid is an absolute pain in the ass. To demonstrate here, on the left, my monk will be going from Stormwind to the entrance of the raid, and on the right, my monk will be doing the raid, and I'll try and explain both here. First off, my monk, only being level 70, is not loot eligible for the first boss here, which means after this run, you'll notice that my monk is level 71. That's because if you're going to run this raid to get loot, your characters have to be level 71 plus. Thankfully, it's not like super hard to get from level 70 to 71, but it does add an additional amount of time per character that I need to spend in order to get this mount. So, on top of it just being a pain in the ass to get to, it's also a pain in the ass to farm. On the left, the monk is about to go down into the maw, but as you can see here, I get stunned, and that's because I have not done the prelude to the Shadowlands quest line. So now I have to go all the way back to Stormwind to do that. You have to do this for each and every character. There is no skip until you do the prelude. Blizzard, please just let characters go wherever the fuck they want. Like, this is actually total bullshit. Here we are on the left side doing the skip for the prelude to the Shadowlands. This will allow us to go to Oribos and then do the other prelude stuff that we have to skip. Here we are skipping the Shadowlands intro quest line. Here we are picking a covenant for the first time. Once we've picked a covenant, we can then skip all the way to the end of the Shadowlands quest line for Zereth Mortis, which means we can finally go to the Maw. Alright, we're finally in the Maw. Good news. It's great. But here's the thing. We're in the Maw. We haven't done the Maw questline yet, which means we can't mount in the Maw. It's like Frodo Baggins, we gotta walk from all the way over here all the way to over here without a mount. Blizzard, please, just like fix this shit. Our one saving grace, which you can see here, is we can kill these mobs that allow us to mount this little dog, so we can like walk on it. But it gets worse. Because we're in the Beast Warrens, and because we have not done the Maw intro quest with Venari to get all of our upgrades and stuff from our main, that means the longer we stay here, we will get feared for 6 seconds. This horrify/feared, which you'll see here coming up, will deal about 50% of your HP, no matter what level you are. This means that if I'm not a healer, and I get feared twice, I'm dead, which means I have to res, and then I have to walk from the res point all the way to the raid, which can take even longer. Here's the fear. So just one after another, it's just like bullshit on top of bullshit. So again, thanks to Stakes and Bell for summoning all my characters here. It really does mean a lot. Saved me a ton of time. For the record, it takes just about as much time to get here as it does to do a run, as you can see there on the right. So I saved a fuckload of time. For this raid, we get the benefit of doing it on normal, heroic, and on mythic, which means my characters that are stronger and higher geared, about the 600 plus item level gear range, which is end of Dragonflight gear, beginning of War Within gear. We'll be able to do all three, giving me extra chances. Most of my characters are around the 500 item level range, so they'll be able to do normal and heroic pretty easily, but will not be able to do mythic at all. Shaman number 2 picking up his second mount of the event. We no longer have to run Sanctum of Domination, which is great, but because I summoned all my characters here, they're all locked until their Heartstones are available, which is kind of funny. But for now, we're gonna go to Stratholme to get those cooldowns rolling, also to kind of switch it up. Back to hunting for mounts on the bonus list, we're going to Stratholme. This one's pretty straightforward. It's a kill everything in sight dungeon. It's a classic dungeon, so everything just falls over instantly, no matter what you touch it with. There's going to be 4 ziggurats that you have to disarm before being able to go to the final section. The last boss is the boss that has the mount. So we are required to do each and every one of these side bosses on the way. Once we reach the Slaughter Square, the final part of the dungeon, we have to kill all these abominations. This will spawn the second to last boss. Once we kill him, there's going to be a bunch of mobs spawning out of this gate here, so we're just going to stack up next to the gate, cause all the mobs that we previously aggroed to stack up with us, and then all the new mobs to just stack up with us as well. We can just quickly swipe them down, loot them all. This will spawn the Royal Guards, the last ones before the final boss. No mount on this run, but we're going to run this one for a bit until we get kind of sleepy, and then tomorrow is the final day. Before we go to the final day, let us first take a look at all of the other dungeons I ran. Starting off with Freehold here, it's a nice and easy one. Once you enter the dungeon, you just have to cross this big old bridge here. And then cross this big old bridge here. And kill the final boss. Here's the rest of those runs for you. King's Rest, another dungeon. Step 1, get to the first boss. Step 2, wait in this room. Step 3, kill the second boss. Step 4, kill the third boss. Step 5, kill the last boss, the one that drops them out. Step 6, profit. Hell yeah. We're able to snag the mummified raptor skull there with hunter number 2 on run number 4. Love it. Keeping it moving here, next up is Under Root. This one is giga simple. Step 1, run to the very end of the dungeon, ignoring absolutely everything. Step 2, kill the final boss, Prophet. Necrotic Wake. Step 1, kill the first boss. Step 2, kill the second boss. Step 3, kill the third boss. Step 4, kill the fourth boss. Profit.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Starting off the final day here, we're going to be doing some Stratholme runs. It is currently past midnight on the final day, and we're going to go until we actually have 0 runs left that we can do. This means we're going to keep doing Stratholme until we get them out. This means we're going to do every single character on every single thing that we can possibly do until it either feels impossible or we call it good.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Only after a couple runs on the day, we ended up scoring the Riffindare's Death Charger's Reigns. This was run number 45 in total for Stratholme. I cut a lot of them out, but it was only the first... It was within the first 10 runs on the day that we ended up getting it there. So, huge poggers for that one. The final day calls for some desperate measures here. I thought to myself, I have a level 70 boost on my account from buying the War Within. I haven't used it yet. I'll create another Volpera, see if we can try and do the Firelands again, see if we can do some more runs on the character. It'll allow me to do one more run of every Mythic Plus that we didn't get the mounts from. It'll allow me to do one more raid for like all the armor pieces that we didn't get. So I was like, fuck it, why not? Let's do it. What's one more character? I've got like 7 more hours to go before the event's over. So, naturally, being a Volpera, we're going to try the Firelands first, see if we can get that toy. Little did I know, fresh level 70 boosted characters cannot enter raids or dungeons within 24 hours of being created. So not only did I waste my boost, if I did it yesterday, I could have had another character to do today. So I'm in shambles. I'm just gonna kill myself. In game, of course. In game. For real this time, there's no more way to get the Flames of Fury toy. But because it's only 1:56 a.m., we still have 5+ hours to get some more runs in. So we're going on the main Krozok here, try and get some more runs done. Let's see what we can do. My mage is the only character able to do this raid here, so I get one shot at Zakul for the shoulders. I wasn't going to do the unlock quest chain for this one, it takes way too much time. This raid is also fairly difficult for most of my characters because they aren't geared. You could always hope for the one shot, but not this time. This item's going to be a little bit harder to get just in general. I think this one will be gotten whenever they do BFA remix, maybe. Smiley face. I don't remember if I covered Nyalotha or not, but as a reminder, the quest chain to unlock this is actually multiple hours, even on retail. Blizzard just needs to fix this shit and make a skip, because it's actually ridiculous. My mage is the only character that can do this raid, so we're getting one attempt in here, and we're hoping for the best. Again, this raid also takes a good amount of time. As you can see here, it is currently 3:21 a.m., and we started playing the mage at 1:30ish. No loot this time around, but that's okay. Again, maybe they do some sort of Battle for Azeroth remix or something like that. Straight to the next one. Another one that I can only really do on my mage and a couple other characters. I'll have to farm this one in the future. I ended up getting like a majority of the items off the jailer doing these runs. I actually only need the mount from what I remember. So this one won't be super exciting to farm, but it is what it is. No mount today. Crossing the last mount off the list here, we were able to acquire 14 out of 16 mounts that we set ourselves out to get, which honestly I'm like pretty happy about. I know this has been like a ton of effort on my part, but to get 14 new mounts over the course of a month, pretty sick. That's going to conclude the runs for my mage for the night. It's time to go back in time a little bit to some Tazavesh that I did on my monk here. I did these prior to my mage runs, but I wanted to show it after because of how ridiculously stupid they are. If you're playing in the current season, Tazavesh, whatever the fuck, this fucking dungeon is in the current rotation, so you'll understand kind of the routes and the bosses and stuff like that. If you're not familiar, this is a mega dungeon they released in Shadowlands, so it's still like relatively recent content, so you do need to have a somewhat higher item level to do it. But my monk here, which we saw was able to do Sepulchre the first ones, was also able to do this just fine. So the mega dungeon consists of 4 bosses in the first half, and then it consists of 3 bosses in the last half. Nothing too special about this dungeon in the first half. You just have to kill everything. Okay, that's the first half finished. Second half, we can kind of just waddle our way all the way to the ends. Killing the boss while avoiding all these mobs is just a fun thing you can do. You do have to kill all the mobs before you're able to take the portal to the next zone. Then we can again run straight to the boss. For this next boss, the footage is sped up 1000%. This boss has 2 phases, and in this second phase, because you are a solo player, you can only deal 1% damage to this boss as a 99% DR until you do the mechanic where you break these orbs on the side. But because you're a solo player, you can't get targeted by the mechanic at all, which is so dumb. Blizzard should just fix this. It makes this farming this dungeon like absolutely awful. There's actually no reason that it should be like this at all. Even in current content, it's just ridiculous. You might be asking yourself, so Crow, why'd you use a monk instead of like your mage or some other character? Well, here's why right here. Touch of Death helps us skip the last half of the boss fight. Here's another run that I did as well. This one I put on the 1-button rotation. Shout out for Blizzard for making the 1-button rotation. And I just sat there pressing that for actually 10 minutes. And boom, that's it. I didn't get them out, so definitely not worth it, but just to show you how brutal Tazavesh is for this event, I only ended up doing it twice. And that's it. That was my factually actually last run of this event. I decided to call it quits after I finished the mages runs. I decided I wasn't going to go back and farm Tazavesh. The runs are just actually so brutally boring. And I was falling asleep anyways, so we'll mark it at that. So take a look. We got 14 mounts off of our initial mount list. We're just missing the Nihilith Ulseer and the Fractal Cipher of the Sereth Overseer. Both these mounts only able to do a couple times throughout the course of the event, because I only had a couple characters that were able to do the raid in general. Mainly because of a lockout issue on Nyalotha, and then mainly because of a gear issue on the other raid. As for the other runs, shout out Nighthold. I will never miss you ever again, but I will have to run you during Legion. As for the items, we ended up missing quite a lot, but out of these items, 4 of them we're going to be able to get in Legion Remix, which is just around the corner. It should actually be the day of me releasing this video that Legion Remix comes out. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely be getting those items. And on the bonus list here, we ended up having to create a bonus list because we were running out of things to do. So shout out to the bonus list mounts. We ended up getting 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already owned 2 of them because of my little goofy goober. And then one of them was unobtainable, but we only missed on 3 of them. And there are 3 that are very easily farmable. Besides Tazavesh. Fuck Tazavesh. Dungeon sucks. Blizzard, please fix it. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. I know it's in the M+ rotation currently, but after it's done, like, if you could just fix it so we can farm them out, that'd be great. A little small tidbit here before we go to the stats section of the video. We ended up getting another Hellfire Citadel mount while I was editing this video. I was running some HFC for the meta achievements because I haven't done that yet. And I ended up getting the mount from the last boss again at full odds. So sometimes lucky, I guess. Bonus mounts are always fun. That'll be staying in my bank for quite a long time. Alright, it's time for some stats. Week 4, we ended up doing a total of 358 runs, which is in part why this video is so goddamn long. But I did omit a lot of runs as well from this video just to kind of speed it up. It took us 35, almost 36 runs per item, which, I mean, like, obviously it maths, but like, that's a lot of fucking runs. We did a lot of dungeons this time around too, though. So unlike previous weeks where we were just spamming night holds, we did get a lot more variability, which made this week brutal, but it did make it fun too. Here's some more stats outlining every single run we did over the course of this event. We did a total of 603 from what I could count. Again, there were some runs omitted from the videos that I did, but a majority of these runs were done in the last week, being that there were dungeons. If I had more time throughout, and wasn't just doing this whole event kind of on a whim, I would have set up a better rotation of how to use my time each and every week, like making sure to do all the Mythic dungeons every single week to try and get those mounts. I would have optimized a little bit more on different characters, like had them pre-leveled prior to the event. I would have had them probably higher geared as well to do different raids and stuff like that. But overall, I'm like pretty happy with what I accomplished. And I think I did a good job. No complaints here, really. I think this event was great. I really hope that Blizzard brings an event like this back. Thanks for everyone for their continued patience as I edit this video. That has also been an awesome experience for me, being able to edit all these videos and be able to learn so many things. I've been using majority of my free time every single week doing this, or playing the new patch, because the new patch dropped right after this event was over. So I had to do a lot of work to like be caught up, make sure that I'm ready for raid, and do all the mythic raiding stuff. So this video has taken an exceptional amount of time to finish, but hopefully y'all enjoyed. Thanks again to everyone who helped me during this event, and I will see you in Legion Remix, as that's my next project. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If we hit 1,000 subscriptions by the end of 2025, I've got a special video waiting for all of y'all.